Hi everyone, Sevak Bilyan here from the Armenian National Committee of Canada, joining you live for a very brief update on our election efforts so far. As I'm sure a lot of you have been following us on social media over the last few weeks since the campaign began, and even before then, we've been touring our communities non-stop, meeting a lot of candidates coast to coast from all major political parties, advancing all of the policy priorities and issues that matter to you most. We've met over 50 candidates from all parties, and we've been getting very good feedback and good commitment from almost all of them on most of the issues that we advocate for. And I just wanted to join you to give you a quick update, but I'm sure you will continue following us as we move forward to October 21st. I also wanted to talk to you about one of the major issues that we are putting forward at this time, which is included in our policy priorities booklet. If by now you haven't had the chance to take a look, please visit anccanada.org/2019 election, where you can download your own copy today, either in French or in English. So one of the main issues that in the last 4 years we've been able to advocate successfully for has been the bilateral relations between Canada and Armenia. So this issue has been on top of our agenda. It's been at the forefront of our advocacy agenda for decades, and through the tireless work of our activists and the great feedback we always get from our grassroots, we've been able to elevate it to unprecedented heights in the last 4 years, especially after Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's historic visit to Armenia, where the strong foundations were laid for a more comprehensive and substantial bilateral relationship. But of course, we have to build on that, and that is why I'm joining you today to briefly chat about this specific issue ahead of the upcoming election. As a lot of you are aware and have known for as long as Armenia has been independent, the ANCC has advocated for the establishment of a Canadian embassy in Yerevan. As you know, the bilateral relations between the two countries were established right after independence, and in 1995, the Republic of Armenia established an embassy here in Ottawa. And ever since, the relations have been cordial and based on mutual respect and cooperation, with significant advancements in the last couple of years. But nonetheless, Canada remains underrepresented in Armenia, administrating most of its work through Moscow. This is why the ANCC for all those years has been pushing, because we realize that it's only through permanent diplomatic representation that the trade volume between the two countries will substantially and exponentially increase. And it is only through that representation that the cultural ties, the people-to-people ties, will deepen more than what they are today. And of course, we've had very good dialogue on this issue with both government before the campaign began and all the political parties since the campaign has began. And we're positive and optimistic that we will be working with everyone to push for this and eventually get some tangible results that will eventually lead to the establishment of diplomatic representation in Yerevan. Another major issue that, of course, we have been advocating for and goes very much hand in hand with the first one is trade promotion between the two countries and the initiation of a free trade agreement between Canada and Armenia. And this is, again, another issue that we've had very good conversations on this with a lot of our candidates from all the parties, and we've been getting very good feedback. Canada already has a number of prerequisites, or number of treaties that act as prerequisites for this with Armenia. One of them being a double taxation agreement that was signed about 15 years ago, a trade promotion and protection agreement, and there's also a GSP regime between the two countries. Throughout the last few years, trade between Canada and Armenia have increased exponentially, but nonetheless, there's a big room for improvement. There are many Canadian businesses today that are investing in Armenia, mainly in the energy, tourism, pharmaceutical, and human resource development sector, and especially in the mineral extraction and IT software development. But what remains missing is a comprehensive trade framework which could easily or substantially ease the flow of investments and trade between the two countries. Another major thing that, again, in the last 4 years we've had some advancements on is direct aid from Canada to Armenia, especially on some targeted key issues. During Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's historic visit to Armenia, the Prime Minister at the time announced the establishment of the Arnold Chan Initiative for Democracy in Armenia. And since then, we're happy to see that the program has continued and is allocating funds to specific non-governmental organizations and civil society groups that are working, or their work is aimed at advancing democratic standards in Armenia, empowering women, investing more in education, and so on and so forth. So, of course, moving forward into the elections, we have prioritized this, and we look forward to working to whichever government is going to come into place on October 21st to expand this project and maybe add to it both financially and otherwise. Overall, these are some of the main topics that we are pushing for on this front. And as I said, we've been getting very good feedback and good commitments from our friends and candidates on this issue, and we look forward to working with them as they hopefully come into office after October 21st. In the meantime, I would like to remind you that in the coming weeks, we will join you periodically with videos like this, discussing some of the other issues as well, and giving you feedback as we continue our meetings, continue our consultations with our partners, with our community members, with our candidates, and so on. Please follow us on social media, whether that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You can also visit our website, as I said, to download the policy priorities booklet if you haven't done so already. And that is at anccanada.org/2019 elections. You can also call us at any time at 613-625-6355 if you have any feedback and if you would like to discuss more on anything that is important or that matters for you. And also, don't forget, as always, on October 21st, let's all move ourselves towards the ballot box to make our voices heard and to stand up for all the issues that matter to our community. Thank you very much.